Hello everyone. In this particular Palmistry video, we will be talking about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, uh, the cricketer. He was once the captain of Indian cricket team, and we are going to analyze his hand. What his life might be also from now on. Uh, so we are going to see many aspects of his palm, and I'll try to reason it out what I like in this palm and uh, why he has been such successful. But before moving on to the reading of the palm, I am going to basically tell you a few things which I normally forget. Give comments, even if you don't like the video, just give a comment so that I can improve upon my further videos. Tell me videos on what topic I should be making uh, as far as palmistry is concerned, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the like button if you like the video, press the subscribe button, press the bell icon to get regular updates from me. Palmistry video consists of various permutation combinations. We as palmists may miss out on many points. This is just a partial palmistry reading of palm. The best reading comes out with a dialogue and not a monologue. Monologue is when I'm just talking, and dialogue is when there's a conversation between two people. Generally, every client wants to ask about money, name, fame, health, family life. Not everything can be told by the lines. Less lines without any special signs like a fish, lotus, M, Trishul may still give excellent result. You would see in the hand of Dhoni, he has got no such sign and yet excellent result. Uh, it basically is also governed by even if someone doesn't have a money line or a sun line or a career line, it doesn't mean that no money and no career. In fact, it may be the best sign to have no sun line and no money line. It might mean unlimited possibilities. Palmistry is not just about the lines, it is more about the hand structure, feel, size, padding over the mounts. These play a very, very important role in one's life. So coming back to the hand of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, we are going to zoom into his hand, and here you see, uh, you would notice that although the hand quality image is not so good, you would notice that there are only three main prominent lines that we see out here. This is the lifeline, this is the lifeline, headline, and the heartline. See, all of these lines are very, very well balanced kind of lines that you are seeing out here. Uh, like running the whole course, deep and clear, singular, without any branches, without it being hazy or any such thing. There also talks about him that he might venture out into politics soon. So for that, this is basically the area of Jupiter. And Jupiter basically indicates that the person is good at administering. The person could be good at administering a small class of students. The person could be good at administering the cricket team, or the person could be good administrator as well, and having a good political knowledge when it concerns the politics of a state or a city or wherever the person basically targets. So it is basically a good sign. Politics basically play out on in every sphere of our life, be it on the field or outside the field, in family life and everywhere. So people who have a good padding over the mount of Jupiter, this is the mount of Jupiter, it would mean a very good understanding of how things basically work, and knowing basically the system. So this is basically considered to be good. You'd also notice that this area, this is the area of Mount of Venus. Mount of Venus appears to be highly prominent Whenever this mount is basically prominent, it is basically indicative of that the person has got very deep desires, and these people try to fulfill these basically desires, and it basically indicates that the chances are that such a person is likely to uh, one moment, just think over. So the the chances are that this person basically who has got a very good well padded area uh, of the mount of Venus, it would mean very strong desires the person basically has, and these strong desires are in not one field but all these spheres of like of one's life. The person also never gets tired. So this is also seen with a good amount of Venus. These people basically have got this particular attitude where they never get tired, and they've got abundant energy. They can work for days and still not get tired. They can run around, and they can do various things. So that this is considered to be one of the things which bring in success. People generally think that to be successful, one needs to have a good money line and a good sun line. This image is not so good, but I can be very certain that in his hand you won't see any strong sun line or a strong money line. When people do not have any strong money line or the line of sun, it basically indicates that possibly it might mean unlimited possibilities, and these unlimited possibilities come into play in his life, and it kind of like it's something like a person just uh, like jumps into a ocean, and he like in the middle of the ocean and still comes out uh, like fit and fine. So it means that even if these people put high challenges in front of themselves, these people are likely to attain all the challenges they kind of put in front of themselves. So the likelihood of success increases. Uh, Mount of Venus as a mount, even if very well padded as we see in this particular case, it does not mean that these people are going to win or are always going to win. It basically means that the possibility of these people win, uh, not like after losing, some people what they do is like they go down and they are depressed. But such a person basically, even after losing many times, still the person has the energy, because this is only the area of energy we are talking about. The person has the energy to get up again after even 50 losses, and still in the end like kind of winning. So so Mount of Venus is basically only and only for the person's energy. You would also notice that this particular area, this is the under the finger of Mercury. The Mercury basically represents calculations, and calculations uh, come about not in one field, but this can be in the field of sports, this can be in the field of business, this can be in the field of uh, good orators. This could also mean that people are good at calculation or statistics. See, statistics need not be that the person uh, is good at like mathematical calculations and like doing high kind of maths. The statistics can also play out in one's mind, and even in the mind of a player. So so that's the reason why these people are likely to make better decisions. You notice that this area appears to be well padded. You can see out here it appears to be well padded. Better if the area is highly well padded, it means that the person has got abundant knowledge, because this is the area of knowledge, this is the area of skill. So skills can come in form of batting or bowling or wicket keeping or accounting or medical science or engineering or any such thing. See, whatever these people think, okay, this is the thing that they've targeted and they are likely to achieve those targets. So even this Mercury area appears to be well padded, which automatically means that the person is likely to be good at calculations. Then we come to the area of Moon. Moon also is appearing to be well padded. It means imagination, visualization, and it appears there's no bad marking. There are no like crisscrossing kind of lines. So that is good for a person who's not moody, uh, and so this is one part is also good. You would notice that even the area of Mars is well padded. It means right amount of aggression in the particular person, and aggression brings about better result. There are two kinds of aggression: positive as well as negative aggression. Some people, like, they get angry over wrong issues, and they kind of target their anger over wrong issues, so the likelihood of them achieving success are low. And people whose anger is very well targeted, the fire is well targeted, because this is the area of fire. It would mean that the person is likely to achieve more success because he's not getting angry over wrong issues. uh, as far as money goes, one line that I see prominently for of good possibilities of money is the heartline. You will be surprised that heartline can be seen for money as well, because heartline, generally people think that it is for your emotions, and this is just for your marriage and other things. Uh, but I would have a person who has got a deep and clear and singular kind of a heartline, and that too ending on the mount of Saturn. This is the mount of Saturn. So if it is ending on the mount of Saturn, basically it signifies that the person is likely to have the qualities of Saturn. And Saturn qualities are that such a person is materialistic, the person is responsible, the person is wise, and the person is good at managing money. And if and wherever these people give their responsibility to, see such people, if they are in the field of cricket, and they say that this is my field of area and I need to be more responsible in this particular field of area, so they'll be highly responsible, and they will take all the responsibility on their head and try to give the best to their field of work. So if a person is a politician and he says that I want to be like give the best to my state or city, so people who are Saturn oriented, these people have this high good possibility that uh, they would be able to uh, give like and because of their good money management abilities, they would be able to manage with the limited resources people have for their state or their city or their town, or their just a simple road or a gully or whatever. Uh, so uh, so these things, in every businessman, you would notice that the hard line is ending on the mount of Saturn. I'm saying about good businessmen who manage money well. Some of the businessmen also have their hard line ending under the mount of Jupiter. That is the area of idealism and sensitivity. That's not a good sign. And some people have the heartline that is kind of coming and joining into the headline. That too is not a good sign. We don't see those indications. Such a line would indicate that the person might have misplaced affections if the heartline is coming and reaching the headline. So those are also bad indications if the heartline had many breaks over it. many breaks over it, it would again indicate that it's a bad sign. It indicates that the person is jumping to different field of areas or abruptly ending his career to do something else. So those are basically very, very bad signs to have. You'd say that the heart and the head are equal distance, like normal, uh, it's not that the headline is reaching till the end and the heartline is small, or the heartline is long and the headline is small. So you don't see those indications. So you would notice that such a person is highly balanced, and balanced personality can take better decisions, uh, considering the emotions, the line of heart, and the head is the thought process. So the person is taking a balanced view uh, of head and emotions, and there's equal distance between both these lines, so which automatically means uh, that the emotions and the thought process, they are mingling together perfectly, and there's a distance between them, so that there is some space for the emotions and the thought process to work together and come out with the best decision. So the last thing I would add, the most important one, is the hand structure is excellent. Whenever a person has got a very good hand structure, it basically signifies that that the person has got a good hold over people, money, and resources. By hand structure, we mean the bone structure and the skin covering over it. If the padding is good, it means that lots of cementing is there, and the bone structure we basically say as the iron girders in the building. So if both of these, uh, the the iron girders and the cementing is well done in a building, the building is going to withstand all the earthquakes and the flooding and everything. Same is the case with this hand. Such a person would be able to come out of big difficulties uh, very easily. And the person is rich. Richness does not necessarily mean only rich in terms of money. Rich basically also means richness in qualities. If a person is rich, the person has got a good understanding of human nature, and such people are able to control their team, or their city, or any other place in a much more effective way. So in all, I would say it's a good hand, perfect hand, and lots of possibilities are still there in his hand. And that's it for this particular reading. I hope you liked my video, and if you like the video, do click on the like button and do give your comments. My humble request to you. And towards the end, I am just playing a slideshow of different hands that you see how different everybody's hands are. And like in this hand, the heartline is very long, which means a very idealistic kind of person. Possibly possibility is less money and bad money management in the hand that went by. This is still quite a balanced hand, and the heart line doesn't have any branches, so no stress. And in this hand, the headline is curving downwards, which means a very imaginative. In this hand, there's a single kind of a transverse line between, and it's called the seminal line. This hand is still good, which is quite balanced. So that's it for this particular reading. I hope you like the video, and subscribe to my channel, give comments. Bye and take care.